The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. That's what happens when you do too many of these things at once. I'm Chris Rosa, befuddled as usual, and publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. And each week we bring you what's happening around the towns and villages that we cover. We're going to start off this week with a statement that John Moffett sent. Unfortunately, he's at a Monroe County Supervisors meeting, which is also why Jerry isn't here. So John just wanted to let us know this. 1 year later, we reflect and remember Christian Cook, Stephen Skoda, and Daniel Priel. Please join me in taking some time to recognize their service and sacrifice. This was a striking tragedy for our small community, and it also brought us closer together. We will never forget, and soon we will have a splash park and military monument in honor of these hometown heroes. That was from John Moffett, supervisor of the town of Mendon. Now we'll turn it over to Mike Polk, supervisor of the town of Lima. Mike, my mouth isn't working today, so I'm going to just hand it straight over to you and let you take it away.
Well, thanks, Chris, and thanks for having us again today. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Livingston County Inspirations Trail. The Inspirations Trail back in 2020 ran a sidewalk showcase where artists could paint a 2x2 frame, and they were displayed in the storefronts in all 9 villages. And so to make the entire circuit, you would travel to all 9 of the villages in Livingston County and stroll through and take in the art. This is going to be happening again this coming summer. So the summer of 2022, month of July, is when the showcase is going, and that'll sort of leverage off of the mural festival, which is going to be hitting Lima, of course, July 2nd through 9th, with the unveiling on the 9th there on the south end of the Ellis block, which is the wall of Johnny B's kitchen. So that's where the mural is going to be installed. The Inspirations Trail, artists can register and then create an art piece on a 24 by 24 by 1.5 inch thick wood panel. It describes how it's made of a basswood surface and a pine frame, and it won't rot or split, and it'll take any kind of drawing medium or paint. Anyone who wants to participate in this can go ahead and contact the Economic Development Office via the inspirationstrail.com website, or by calling 243-7124. We are, of course, then gearing up for the companion piece, which is the Mural Festival, this coming Thursday. So, yes, this coming Thursday is going to be the meeting here at the town hall at noon. To go over all of these submissions. It sort of went out to bid for Lima, and artists have sent back what they feel would be a good mural to have on that wall. And the committee and any other interested people will be meeting here at the town hall to view the submissions and sort of cast some votes. Annually, I get to talk about snow plowing a few times, and this is one of them. This is my annual appeal to those who plow their driveways. You may not push your snow or otherwise deposit your snow into the street or road. Village, town outside the village, doesn't matter. It is against the law to put your snow into the street. Now, why is that? Well, at that point, you're depending on the town or the village highway crew to clean up your snow pile out of the road. And we may have already just made a pass, and it'll be hours before we get back to you. And so these snow piles in the street become quite a hazard for smaller cars with lower axles. and they can either be damaged or it can cause an accident. And in either of those cases, if you put the snow on the road, you're actually responsible. So please do not put your snow on the road. It does not matter if you own both sides of the street, which is in the case on many of our country roads. It doesn't matter. Do not put the snow on the road, please. Lastly, gearing up for January 29th, tune in to Places to Love and see The American Hotel. The shooting was done this past spring, and their interview, walk around, soup tasting, all of that other stuff, you'll be able to see that right on TV, which is pretty cool for Lima. That's all I've got, Chris.
All right, great. Eileen, how's the village of Scottsville doing?
We're doing very well, and we hope everyone was able to dig out of last week's snowstorm and that everyone has stayed warm. Those temperatures have dropped again, so please remember when you go out to bundle up and stay warm. We want everybody to be safe at this time. Thank you to our DPW crew for keeping the streets and sidewalks plowed while still carrying out the village local services on a daily basis. We appreciate our dedicated DPW crew. They're a great bunch of people. At the treasurer's meeting and budget workshop of the village board that happened this past Tuesday, the village board set a public hearing for the next village board meeting on February 8th, 2022, to consider local law 2-2022. Amending Chapter 150 of the Code of the Village of Scottsville by adding Article 6, granting a tax exemption for volunteer firefighters. The local law will give volunteer firefighters who are active in the Scottsville Fire Department or company and live within the village borders partial exemption to the extent of 10% of the assessed value of their property. And then a reminder that the village board passed a resolution to forgo the petition process of local law 8-2021 pursuant to the cannabis law 133, opting out of licensing and establishing retail cannabis dispensaries within the village of Scottsville. It will be placed on the ballot of the March 15th, 2022 village general election. This is your opportunity to vote on whether we should allow a retail cannabis dispensary within the village boundaries. This does not mean we may get one, but it's okay that we will want one in the village or do not want one. So the summary of how this legislation would affect Scottsville will be posted on our Facebook page and website for this information. We've gone over this in our meetings. We've posted it before. Please get yourself the information and please come out and vote on this important issue. The next budget workshop will be held on February 15th, 2022 to consider any changes we wish to make to the original draft budget that we went over on January 18th. We found the budget to be right on target. We did not have any major increases, so we're looking for any changes that we need to make, possibly looking at some things for the DPW that we should put into this budget because we have the room. That's about it for us. Have a great week and please stay warm.
Yes, definitely. Mike, anything else to add that you may have forgotten? Nope. Nope. You're unmuted, so we can't hear you. So.
Yes, well, now I'm not. So yeah, I'm all set, Chris. Thanks.
All right, thanks. And thank you for watching. Remember, we're here every Sunday at 1 o'clock on our Facebook channel and YouTube channel, Facebook page and YouTube channel. See, my mouth is still messing up. So that's right. Hope everyone's warm because it's really cold. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.